your meditation.
Hello, fellow Amiga users. I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
And we are the Guru Meditation. Thanks so much for checking out our YouTube channel about the Commodore Amiga computer and the community that surrounds it. We make how-to videos, we do live streams, and we get out into the world and do show reports from Amiga shows and retro shows around the world.
We do interviews and record presentations from leaders in the Amiga community, and we do short profile documentaries about interesting Amiga users and their projects.
My Amiga vintage computer.
But most of all, we just have fun hanging out with you guys. Anthony and I met back in 1988 at the Westchester Amiga user group, a user group that still meets to this day, and this YouTube channel is an extension of that club.
Bill and I both have massive collections of Amiga hardware, software, and rare peripherals that we dig out and demo for you. Like, literally dig out.
I've seen you digging in Das bunker, and I feared for your safety.
Well, it's no more dangerous than the barn.
Whoa, oh, timber! Thanks so much for checking out our channel, guys. Hang out, have a great time, and Amiga forever.
We will see you on episodes of the Guru Meditation.
If you dig our videos, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when we post a new video or go live, click the bell notification button. Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? Great to see you all. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone had a great week. It was a holiday week here in the States, so it was an abbreviated one. Yeah, holy cow. So on July 5th, it marked the 30th anniversary of the release of one of my all-time favorite Sierra games, Leisure Suit Larry. So I was like, you know what? I gotta play some Larry because I haven't played the classic version in years, and I'm just dying to like bust it out and play it. So I'm psyched to play some Larry. I played a lot of Larry on my Amiga back in the day. So today is actually going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm not sure. The plan is to play some Larry. Then I was going to maybe play some arcade shoot 'em ups. We'll see how it goes. But I also could turn on like the new version of Larry because I did a Larry remastered for PC, so I could potentially do that. Or we might just stick with the Amiga version and just play some Larry and call it a day. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, again, hope everyone's having a great week. Let's see, interesting things happening. We had a great Westchester Amiga user group meeting last night. We had a new member from the Amigos podcast. Will from Amigos podcast came to our meeting, and it was really nice to meet him. We've been getting like lots of new people to meetings, which is really, really exciting. It's hot in here again, so I hope you don't hear my fan too loudly, but I got the fan here blowing on me to keep me cool because it's still hot here in New York. But yeah, we had a great meeting last night. I demoed Amiga Forever 7, which is the latest version. It's got some really, really neat upgrades. If you're interested in Amiga Forever and you want to ask me about it, go for it. I'm just... I figured out a lot of the new features. A lot of the stuff is under the hood, but I've got some of the real fun ones I dialed in pretty well. So demoed that. Amiga Future Magazine, man. Our Guru Meditation YouTube channel is featured in issue number 127, which is the current issue, which I don't even have yet. I've only seen like a PDF of the article, but it's pretty exciting. You know, Anthony and I, Guru Meditation, we're featured in it, along with Ms. Mad Lemon, Dan Wood, and the Modern Vintage Gamer. So that is some pretty awesome company to be with. So if you do subscribe to Amiga Future Magazine, check us out. We're somewhere on page one. I think it's like 142 or something like that. It's called Amiga on YouTube. And if you don't subscribe, you know, maybe pick up that issue. It's funny. It's funny to see us. Roar is still awake. What is up, my buddy? Great to see you. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight, Roar. It's always a pleasure, my man. Hey, dude, that art you did today was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It's very, very inspiring. So yeah, great job, my friends. Great job all around. Let's see what else is going on. That about covers it. Like I said, I might not stream too long today, so we'll just get like right into some Larry. You know, that about covers everything I want to touch on. Oh, one more thing. If you are interested in how like this happens, and someone asked me, my man Stig from Stig's World, he's like, hey, I'm interested in how you stream. Can you post a video of your setup? So, boom, I did. So if you go to youtube.com/thegurumeditation, My newest video up there is a behind-the-scenes look at the streaming setup. It's not like the be-all, end-all streaming setup. It's evolved over time, and it still could be much better than it is. But there it is. That's what I have. So if you're interested in checking it out, go to YouTube channel. Also, I will be posting a new YouTube video any day now. Probably either Sunday or Monday. I got my eyes on Monday right now, and it's about like the ultimate Amiga 1200. Whatever that might be. we ran into Load WB from Amiga.org at the Vintage Computer Festival Southeast, and he had this really sweet Amiga 1200. So whether or not it's the ultimate or not, it doesn't matter. It's a really sweet build that he's got. So we did a little interview with him, and we'll be posting that up. No problem, my friend. Yo, Only Amiga. Hello, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you, Only Amiga. Yo, Eagle Beakster, what's up, dude? Thanks to again, you guys are amazing. I know it's really late in Europe, and you guys still like showed up. That's man, I can't even tell you how amazing that feels. So thanks for. I'm probably gonna do a Tuesday stream, and I think we've got something like really special in store for Tuesday. So I'll probably be back on Tuesday, my normal time, 2 p.m. Eastern, and that's like, I think that's like 6 Greenwich Mean. So I think that's 8 o'clock your time, Roar. It's gonna be a good one on Tuesday if everything goes as planned. So stay tuned. Monday and Tuesday, lots of stuff's happening. All right, enough blah blah blah. Let's start playing some Larry over here. There we go. All right, there we go. There's my workbench. I got a little kombucha going. I need some good gut flora because I'm on like really strong steroids and antibiotics. Got a little something going on. I was really feeling ill last week. They're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. They have a few leads, but I won't know till next week when my blood comes back. So I gotta keep the gut good. I need good gut. You know what I'm saying? Because these antibiotics and these steroids are really strong. So back in the day, you know, that's such like an overused term, but back in the day when I played Leisure Suit Larry, I used to play it on my 500 and it was floppy based. But these Sierra games tend to have like a lot of discs, and it's a pain to be swapping discs all the time. So I'm gonna run Larry off WHD load. And it's going to be on, it's coming off a compact flash card, which is acting as a hard drive inside this gorgeous Amiga 1200. So I don't have to swap any discs. Saves my finger while I'm ill. Know what I'm saying? Thanks, Roar. I'll be alright. I'll be good. I'll be good. I don't know why my window, snapshot that window. I don't know why it doesn't stick. Who knows? Alright, now I need to like organize this better because I'm starting to build up a lot of games here. Let's find Larry. Leisure Suit Larry, there it is. Now this was like one of the first like adult games that I ever played. Like when I saw the picture of the woman in the hot tub with the bubbles covering her hoo-has, I was like, oh man, I want this game. I was like, I want to turn those bubbles off. I don't think I've ever turned off the bubbles. Has anyone ever turned off the bubbles? I don't know if you can turn off the bubbles. I would love to turn off the bubbles, but I don't know how. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it today. I haven't played Larry in so long that I'm not going to lie. I got a little bit of a cheat sheet over here. And we're not going to get like too deep into it. I could probably swing it without the cheat sheet for as long as I'm going to play. But yeah, I read the cheat sheet and there's some things in it that I totally missed. So I might be using the cheat sheet a little bit. Not going to lie. Dude, it's been like 30 years since I played this game. Forgive me. Alright, let's fire up some Larry. I'm also, after doing the setup video, I realized I can make some improvements to the stream, so I'm going to be improving my stream as well, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I love this music, baby. Leisure Suit Larry, Land in the Lounge Lizards. There's an inflatable doll. He's running after the inflatable doll, it's floating away, it's great. Al Lowe is the man. Al Lowe plays a big part in the new version as well. Oh, this music's awesome. Oh, this is the first like adult game you played on the 64. Nice. Maso-san, you're hyped for Larry? Yeah, baby. And let me know what you guys want to do later. Like, I'm only gonna be able to stream for like an hour and a half tonight. It's not gonna be too long. So let me know if you just want to like stay classic Larry, stay on the 1200 and classic Larry, or if you want to get a peek of the re-release, which is actually really good. Let me know and I'll fire it up the PC. Girls just want to have fun, even the inflatable ones. I know I could listen to this opening all day long, right, Maso? All right, we'll get started. We could listen to it all day long, but I don't want to bore you guys with just the music. We even have a warning here. Leisure Suit Larry in Land of the Lounge Lizards contains some elements of plot which may not be considered appropriate for some children. Perfect. It's Friday night. It's adults' night. Let the big boys play. How old are you? Okay. It's funny. I don't want to put. If I put my real age in, maybe these questions are going to be too... I'm going to put my real age in. 42. Go for it. To verify you... It's so funny, because like, I used to have to lie about my age when I played as a kid, because I was like, you know, like 15 or something when I was playing this game. So I used to have to lie. I'd be like, I'm 21. And now I'm like, should I put in 30? Oh, only Amiga. You never played Larry. Right on. You played other adult games. I've played some adult games on the Atari 2600 VCS that are pretty raunchy. Larry's really not that raunchy. It's done with class. It's done with class, which is what I like. Okay, so to verify you're really 42, please answer 5 simple questions. I don't know how simple they'll be, but we do have Google now. I didn't have Google back then. The 1973 album Dark Side of the Moon was recorded by, oh, this is a layup, my favorite band, Pink Floyd, Deep Purple, Bad News, The Grateful Dead. That is the layup for me. Pink Floyd, one of my all-time favorites. Oh, you played Hollywood Poker. Oh yeah, Hollywood Poker I think got a little graphic. Correct. A hard disk is better than a floppy. True. Embarrassing to have at the office. Also true. A state-of-the-art frisbee. What happens when you leave your floppy out in the sun too long? See, this is why I love this game. Even the questions, the kid questions, the age verification questions are hilarious. Alright, so depending on how you read what a hard drive is, there are many right answers here. I'm going to go a hard disk is better than a floppy disk. I think that will be the correct answer. Let's see. Hollywood Poker had awesome music. Yeah, totally. It totally did, Eagle. Correct. A hard disk is better than a floppy one. Elizabeth Taylor is an actress, creator of a line of cosmetics, celebrating her silver wedding anniversary, a singer. She's an actress. But all A's so far. It's freaking me out. Oh God, get into politics, man. I don't know my politics very well, even the ones from my own country. Which U.S. president was not elected to office? Wow, that, you know, I'm really embarrassed, but I know, like, when Nixon, oh boy, let's see, who came in when Kennedy was shot? It would be either, I think it would be, the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure it's Johnson. It's just there's all these A's. Oh, Give Hay says Johnson. Nice. I was gonna go Johnson, but I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't. Oh, you blew that one. If you miss, the answer is 42. All right, wrong. Making a hole-in-one. Okay, good. They give me an easy one. Every golfer's dream. Too dirty to discuss here. Something carpenters do. Best done with scissors. Oh, man. Correct. So far, so good. Now for the final question. Man, this is like more of like a trivia game so far than an actual, you know, adventure game. A Macintosh is a kind of apple with a capital A, proper noun. A kind of apple with a lowercase a. An article of clothing, all of the above. Is there such thing? Is a Macintosh an article of clothing as well? Because it is a kind of Apple computer. It is a type of fruit. Is a Macintosh an article of clothing? I never heard of a Macintosh being an article of clothing, even though it might be. I'm feeling pretty dumb on this quiz. I'm gonna say it's a kind of Apple lowercase because it's certainly true. So I'm going B. Correct. Boom. Headshot. Hey, what's up with Chris and Keith? You think a Macintosh is a type of raincoat? Ah, interesting. Again, Google. I learned something. I gotta learn who the only president was not to be elected. It's it's funny because I can't really Google here because I don't want to like mess up my stream. But I need to learn my U.S. presidents better. I'm so not into politics. I'm not into it at all. I like history, but I'm just not into the whole presidential, like this president did this. Yo, Junkyard Dave, what's up, dude? Great to see you. This game is infamous. It's Leisure Suit Larry, the first adult game I played. It came out 30 years ago on July 5th, so I felt compelled to play it today. And I used to play it on my Amiga, so it wasn't designed specifically for Amiga, but it was definitely when it first came out, it was definitely on Amiga. So we're playing a little bit Larry today, and they came out with a great PC reboot of it recently as well. And I'm actually a big fan of the reboots. I think for the most part, they've done a great job on many of them. And Leisure Suit Larry is one of the ones I think they really knocked out of the park. So we can play that later as well if you want. But it's great to see you, Junkyard Dave. Oh, with Chris and Keith, the Macintosh, spelled M-A-C-K, abbreviated as M-A-C or M-A-C-K, is a form of waterproof raincoat. Thanks, with Chris and Keith. Yeah, so we're learning something. We're learning something new. I didn't know I would learn some trivia on the stream today. Only Amiga. Yes, I am from the. I am from the United States. I am from New York, New York City, New York, New York. That's why it's a little bit embarrassing when I don't know my presidential history. Alright, so here we are, outside Lefties Bar. How's the volume? It's so always hard for me to decide if the music is like too high or too low. I think it's probably pretty good, because I can't monitor the actual sound from the stream. I mean, I could, but then I would hear my voice as well, and then I would talk even crazier than I do without hearing my voice. So like in the new game, like the modern games like Thimbleweed Park and the Larry reboot, you can like point and click. So you could like right click on this on like this sign if you want to read it. But you can't do that. Old school ways, you can't do it. You actually have to type. So we can like walk over to the sign and say read sign. Most of the commands in this game are like two words. So read sign. And it says taxi stand. Boom. But that's the essence of how the game is played. You can also do an action. Your inventory. We'll show you the inventory, and then you can read what you have. So right now we have a wallet, we have pocket lint, we have breath spray, which is actually really important in this game, and we have a wristwatch. And then we can also go to see object, and we can take a look at our watch. And it says G, a genuine Bolex. At least the time's accurate. It's 10:01 p.m. So that's the essence of the game, and you can like click the mouse to move around, but I'm just gonna use the number pad here. Only me. You're from Germany, right on, dude. I'm hoping to get to Amiga 32, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it because most likely I'll be going to Ami Party and flying to Europe twice within this span of like 2 months is tough on my budget. But I would love to. I've been to Germany. I love it. Love it. Oh, I had such a good time in Germany. Oh, this dog. Watch this. Watch what happens if we look at the dog. Oh, he left already. Oh, man. If you look at the dog, he pees on you. I remember that. With Chris and Keys remembers that Granddad played Laser Shoot Larry 3. Wow. I don't know if I ever made it up to 3. Circus music, exactly. Yo, Art State Digital, what is up, my friend? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. All you remember is the box art and the weird fourth wall breaking ending. Oh, well, I don't remember Leisure Suit Larry 3. I'm not sure if I ever played it. I think I played 2, and that was it. I played a lot of the King Quest games. And this is very similar to King's Quest. Look. Dog. Look out. Here he comes again. Dogs like that make you want to keep moving. Sometimes the dog pees on you. I guess he doesn't have to go right now. Let's go up to him and see what happens. Alright, maybe not. Alright, so anyway, we have to open the door. Germany loves retro. Masso-san's from Germany too. Nice. Nice. I remember, I can't remember who it was, but someone in my stream last week was from Germany as well. And they're from, like, I went to Hockenheim racetrack. And there's a neat town there called Heidelberg. And I spent a lot of time there. It was super fun. And there he is. He's peeing on me. That's great. That's great. I love Germany. It's such a beautiful country. Open door. Okay. Art State, New Zealand. Well, you win. I've never been to New Zealand, but I would love to go. I've been to Australia, which is amazing, and I can only imagine what New Zealand is like. I saw Lord of the Rings, man. I actually shoot. Art State, I used to shoot photography. I used to shoot photos for a magazine based out of New Zealand called Destinations Magazine. It's a really beautiful magazine. But the person who used to hire me moved on, so I don't really shoot for them anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it was really cool shooting for a New Zealand magazine. You want to get back to some 68K coding? Sweet, dude. Yeah, and oh yeah, you're originally from Polska, of course. Cześć Polska. Kocham Polska. Okay, so here we are. We're in Lefties Bar. This is like the first scene in the game. One of the best scenes as well. The first thing you do when you walk into this bar is you can't help but not notice this giant image of a naked woman on the wall. So naturally, that would be the first thing I would do. So I can say, look. It looks like a mural or a painting. It could be a photo. I'm gonna say look picture. Because I think I tried look painting before, it didn't work. Let's see, look picture. Bingo. You don't know much about art, but you do know what you like. This game's got awesome humor. It's awesome. Alright, let's go sit down at the bar. So we say sit. Stool. Boom. Order. Beer. Give me a mug of beer. Blah, 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 blah. How many discs? That's a very good question with Chris and Keith. Right now I'm playing it off my hard drive, so there's no floppies involved, and I did it on purpose because a lot of these Sierra games have a lot of floppies, and it saves me like all of the swapping. I will take a peek. I think it's either 2 or 3. I'm afraid to look just because when I start doing anything other than stream, like my laptop that I'm streaming from is very particular. If I start doing something else, even just like looking at the contents of my hard drive, it can possibly drop frames and mess up the stream. But before we go, I'll look. I think it's 2 or 3 discs. Masses on me, I'm a pervert, yeah. I mean, with a giant naked woman on the wall like that, I'm gonna look at either like the moose head first or the naked woman. Naked woman's better. Yo, Fredder18, thanks for the host. My main man, Fredder. Yo, oh, Fredder, you're going to bed now. All right, dude. Well, thanks for saying hi. I know it's super late where you are. We're playing some Larry, 30 years old, and yeah, we gotta play some Iron Banner, dude. There's only 2 left, and the time is ticking on this one. Fredder, thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the host, bud, man. It's always a pleasure. I love you, Fredder. Air Jerry, what's up, dude? Greetings from Finland. Just got your friend up server up and running. Oh, nice, dude. I was a friend up beta tester, but I haven't gotten into the actual release yet, which I need to do. It looks awesome. 25 bucks. 25 bucks for a beer. Wow. All right, now I know we need to order a whiskey. I'm again $3. Okay, cool. You flip $3 onto the counter. Boom. You go. You down the beer in your pseudo macho style and slam the mug back on the bar. Now money is important in this game as well because you get into some gambling later on. So we just spent $3. Suddenly you feel a little woozy. Well, that's because we just drank a beer. We probably didn't eat anything either because Larry's dirt poor. Order whiskey. I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey. No single malts. No single malts for Larry. Amiga baby, you know it, Art State. So it's $3 for a beer and $3 for a cheap whiskey. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go. Precariously balanced in an open shot glass. So, and the new version of Larry has a really great voice actor that reads all this dialogue to you. So you don't have to hear me say it. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. A lot of guys just leave her hanging in a tree somewhere. I have no idea. No idea what he's talking about, but sounds funny. All right, let's stand. This dude's. It's funny. I point to the screen and I realize you can't see what I'm pointing to. This dude must be talking to me. But of course, there's a lady at the bar, and Larry's gonna want to talk to the lady. You feel a little lightheaded. Okay, so I'm moving around now. Phew, you smell like a used fire hydrant. Shaking your head, you clear away the cobwebs, and you are able to once again walk in your standard Studley style. Art said, yeah, Poles don't get woozy. You guys are one beer and a pole is not even thirst quenched yet. I mean, come on. Dude, the first time I went to Poland, I went on, it wasn't really like a drinking binge. It was just a normal night out for the Poles, but it was a big deal for me. And I literally, I'm not exaggerating, I was sick for 3 days. We had to go visit my wife's cousins the next day at 7 p.m. and I couldn't even go. Couldn't even go. I was done. One day was completely I was just wiped off the map. Day 2 was the actual hangover, and day 3 was just me trying to get my sea legs back. It was epic. Oh wow, yeah. Monkey Island 2 was on 11 discs. Things got crazy towards the end, as the games got more complicated. And when I was playing the Cinemaware games last time, even though King of Chicago was only on 2 discs, because it's a non-linear storyline, you're literally swapping all the time. So even though it's only 2 discs, because it's non-linear, it's just put in disc 1, put in 2, go back to 1, go back to 2, and it's impossible to play. They even say in the manual that you have to have 2 floppy drives in order to play the game. How was the accident and emergency ward? I should have gone to it. I didn't go. I should have gone to it. Let's talk to this chick. Hi there, lovely legs. Oh, that's gonna get Larry real far. Hi there, lovely legs, you say sweetly. My name is Larry. Larry Laugher. Who cares? Stop bugging me or I'll have my boyfriend take care of you when he gets back from the restroom. Oh boy. Looks like you're operating at your standard level of charm, Larry. Alright, so I know now we have to go into the back room here. And there's an old drunk. And there's a rose on the table here. I think we want to give the whiskey to the drunk. We can step on his we can step on his junk first. There. Poor guy. Wings was on 2 or 3, and that was irritating if you only had 1 drive. Yeah. It really depends how linear the story is too. I think I'm gonna play Wings next Friday night, guys. I was gonna play Cinemaware, continue my Cinemaware, Rocket Ranger, and Wings tonight, but because Larry turned 30 this week, I decided to do some Larry. And yeah, WHD load just makes it a lot easier to. Yo, Mr. Linus, how are you? I hope you're having a great night. Welcome to the stream. All right, talk. Ah, okay, talk. Bum. Hiya, Shawnee, how about you and me having a little drink? Give whiskey. I think you're supposed to give him the whiskey. Glug, glug, glug. Ah, that hit the old spot. Ah, he's gonna give us his only possession. His only possess hick. His only possess hick. His only possess hick. The only thing he's got in the world. What's a guy like me need with TV remote control? Alright, so yeah, we just scored a TV remote. Awesome. I think that's all we get from him. Yo, Knox Moo, a little Leisure Suit Larry. You know it. Leisure Suit Larry turned 30. It came out on July 5th, 1987. So I was 12. Holy crap, I was 12 when this game came out and I was playing it. Look table. There's a single, lovely, long-stemmed red rose lying incongruously on the table. I learned that word in math class. Get rose. Is it get rose or take rose? Get rose. Get lamp. Boom. We got ourselves a rose. Alright, let's go to the bathroom. LFT is the Swedish coder behind such things as the chiptune. Sweet. Wait, is that you, Linus? Are you from LFT? That's awesome. Damn, wow. Right on, Linus. Well, it's an honor to have you. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your time here. This is certainly not going to be a stream of intelligence. I already didn't know my presidential history, and I'm from the United States. Oh no, LFT ain't here. Okay, well, maybe he'll show up. Why not? Alright, here we are in the bathroom. Let's see. I'm getting to the point where I don't remember what to do. I know we have to read the walls. And we get a password. You see many messages. One is, Scott, beam me up. No, Scott me up, beam me. Amiga love. Amiga love. What is up, Amiga love? Let the bathroom hijinks begin. You know it. I don't think I have any white powder in my possession though. Attention arcade game players, please don't eat the urinal cakes. Okay. Do gamers like to eat urinal cakes? It takes leather balls to play rugby. It sure does. Rugby's a rough game, man. They're going to take a few hits, you know what I mean? The password is Ken sent me. Now I remember that basically, but you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it anyway. Updated, as you probably saw there, updated my profile pic today. Ken sent me. I'm just gonna take a picture of it. Just, I could write it down, but I'm doing what all the new cool kids do. The Toilet of Doom, Knox. No 12-year-olds could have resisted the power of that toilet. LFT also coded Teenage Engineering Pocket Operators Minisynths. Oh, wow. I'm going to, ArtState, I'm going to check out that link for sure. I'm not going to do it now because the stream will come to a grinding halt. But thank you for that link very much, ArtState. I'm going to check it out. Junclia Barzo. Oh, all right, let's sit toilet. Oh, let's look at it first. I want to know what we're getting into. Remember the the scene from Train Spotting? It's not a pretty sight. I'm sure it isn't. Let's sit on it. You grab an ancient copy of the Ball Street Journal and settle in to sit and think. That is awesome. He's reading the paper. Love it. You feel a great relief. Awesome. Nothing like dropping a little weight. Nothing like dropping a load of cable. You know what I'm saying? What? Did I just hear sounds, or is that in the real world? What's that aroma? I know what that aroma is. It's probably like the sausage and peppers I had last night. Larry's going to town on this toilet. Oh, Al Lowe, who designed this game, he got to start working on Donald Duck and Winnie the Pooh games. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Wasn't he also really into like jazz and nightclubs? I think that was part of the inspiration for this as well. That was an Amiga in-game sound? That's awesome. Bobadino, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, little Leisure Suit Larry. Larry turned 30 this week. Had to play some Larry. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thanks for the link, ArtState. I'll check that one out as well. ArtState, you know, could you do me a favor, ArtState? Can you drop those two links into a whisper for me? Because sometimes it's hard for me to go back and get them in the stream. I have to like it's hard to like scroll through. If you could just whisper those links to me, it would be awesome because I really want to see them when I'm done. Thank you, ArtState. Roar, you are a great Amigan. You have a great night, Roar. And hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday, and I know I'll chat with you over the weekend for sure. Always a pleasure, Roar. Amazing job on that new painting you did. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Sleep well. Give my best to the family. Your mouth tastes like the inside of a motorman's glove. Okay, so we have breath spray. Let me just check it. Yeah, breath spray. Use breath spray. Now, well, soon. All right, let's stand. Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user. I'm glad he cleaned up. Okay, there we go. And I know you have to like keep a good supply of breath spray in this game as well, because if you don't, bad things happen. And if you run a breath spray, you're in trouble. Oh, you'll PM me via Twitter? Cool, man. That's awesome, ArtState. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, it's just hard for me to go back and I get some of the notes. I always do that, like when I'm streaming. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks for the link, and then I'll go back and I'm like, oh man, like when in the stream did they say that? That cable's about 500 grams, probably. Jala74, what's up? What's up, Norway? One Norwegian left, another one enters. Welcome, greetings from New York City. Knox says, don't forget to flush. Good point, Knox. Realizing your mistake, you quickly jiggle the handle, attempting to stem the onrushing tide of water. It doesn't work. Oh. I think we're dead. And you know, I didn't save the game. Your life passes before your eyes. You doze briefly. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. You killed Larry, Knox. Bad idea, eh, Larry? Yeah. Alright, we'll knock this out quick. We'll get right back here real quick. Thanks for playing Leisure Suit Larry and Land of the Lounge Blizzards. You screwed up this game, but you can probably do better. Come on, let's do it just one more time. Knox, don't worry, dude. I as soon as I did it, I remembered. But I didn't remember it as I was doing it. Mr. Linus listened to the Retro Hours interview with Ron Hubbard the other day. Now you really miss your 64. That was a great interview. Yeah, that was awesome. And I know they just came out with a new episode today, so I'm gonna listen to that. What a way to go. Yeah, exactly. Junkyard Dave, you hope that's how you go? As long as it's quick. You know, as long as it's quick. Alright, let's go to... Can we go to restart? Alright. Open door. Did we get like points for talking to the girl? I don't remember. Let's see. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Decided to play a little Leisure Suit Larry, being that it came out 30 years ago on July 5th. I used to love this game. Playing it when I was 12 years old. That's a little crazy. Obviously, I didn't get a lot of the jokes back then. You remember trying to open the door when that happened, but it didn't work. That's a smart... Yeah, I couldn't move. So I got a score of 1. Not that score really matters. If we look... You know what? Look. Does that give me a point? No. Just talking to the woman. Guys, I'm just going through this quick because we already did it. I guess it didn't give me a point either. We can go... Now we're going to go step on the bum's testicles. ArtState is telling Mr. Linus that the C64 is more alive now than ever in the demo scene, and lots of new cool games are being released. I want to get more into it, ArtState, as well. When I was at Ami Party, they had lots of cool 64 demos there. They really, like, blew my mind. And the other thing that really blew my mind are some of the 4K PC demos that I saw at Revision. Incredible stuff. I don't mean 4K, like, as in resolution. I mean 4K as in 4 kilobytes. Those were just... incredible. Amiga Love, you heard that a lot of the Europeans had some issues with the age authentication. I can't even talk. The age verification questions during the boot, as they were very U.S. centric. Well, hey, man, I got the U.S. president question wrong, so yeah, I can only imagine that young Europeans would have a problem with that. If old Americans So he just gave us the remote control. If old Americans get the president question wrong, I can only imagine what young Europeans, they probably know better than me. Full screen scaling in the borders, 50 megahertz. And yeah, I'm actually playing an NTSC right now. But the other thing I need to adjust is I can adjust, if you see there's like a black border around my feed, I'm going to fix that in future streams. I'm going to fix it. I'll open the door. There's going to be lots of improvements made to my stream over time. Right now, I'm trying to update my real website because the theme, the WordPress like theme that I use is no longer supported, and I went to like add some new videos and I couldn't. So, and that was really frustrating and scary because that's how I make my living. So I'm about to upgrade my WordPress theme. So that's a pressing issue. Got to finish a video for the Guru, and then I got some ways I'm gonna spruce up these streams a little bit. They'll be fun. Like I said, it's an evolving process. Now I wonder if I actually have to read the walls again. Scott me up, Beanie. Arcade gamers, don't eat the urinal cakes. It takes leather balls to play rugby. Sure does. The passwords Ken sent me. All right. So here I think we have to look sync, and I think we get a ring. Why look, some woman removed her diamond ring to wash her hands and forgot to take it with her. Get ring. Got it. Nailed it. You briefly consider an attempt to find the ring's owner, but return to your normal self and pocket it instead. Look mirror. You see a handsome, dashing, macho, sexy young man. Obviously, this mirror has quite a bit of distortion. Mr. Linus, when you played this as a kid, it had a kid-proof intro where you had to answer questions only adults would know. I learned all the answers by trial and error. I knew what to answer, but I had no idea what it meant. Yeah, we had to do the questions before, too, and that's what I was saying. I got the U.S. President question wrong, which is pretty embarrassing. Yeah, Junkyard. Now we could just Google this and I have the answer like immediately. The questions are really easy. It's funny because the trivia questions in the Three Stooges that we were playing were really hard because they were like questions about the Three Stooges. These age verification ones were pretty simple. I got one wrong about the U.S. president, which is super embarrassing. Shows you how much, like, politics I know. Yerketh, they sure did a great job porting the music to Amiga. Oh, wise guy. Welcome to the stream, Yerketh. It's awesome to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, Nox says, I think F3 lets you repeat commands. I'll check that out. Art State's saying C64 FX run at 50 frames per second with full screen scaling. That's amazing. Art State played Police Quest on old PC, but never played any of these games on the Amiga. Yeah, I played them on, my first one, like the original King's Quest, I played on an XT, an IBM XT. And then I went Amiga with Sierra games. So like by the time I was playing Leisure Suit Larry, I was on my Amiga 500. And then I think I stayed Amiga all the way up through like King's Quest 5. And then I just kind of stopped playing with the Sierra games, and I moved on to other games like Full Throttle on my 486. And like Monkey Island on the Amiga. I wasn't like a huge adventure game guy, but I kind of went like XT, then Amiga, and then 486. Or maybe I played Full Throttle. I don't think Full Throttle ran on 386. I don't remember. I might have went Amiga. It was probably Amiga, then 486. Mr. Lion says, hey, all of us got the U.S. president question wrong this year. Good one, dude. Good one, Mr. Linus. Although I probably either choice was wrong, right? Lesser of two evils we had to choose from. That's a good one. That made me laugh. Bovine Divine. What is up, my friend? Love me some Larry Laffer action. Oh, yeah. Air Jury, you have the bestest quality Amiga stream ever. I managed to hunt down the Pantone matching system code for chroma green. Planning to paint my bedroom back wall with it. Nice, dude. That's a good way to do it. If you don't mind having like chroma key green, they actually sell digi green paint and chroma green paint. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can get it in Poland. You guys have like the best film school in the world there. But you can just buy it says either digi green or chroma green. ArtState, yeah, a lot of the full-time streamers do that. They just paint their wall. It makes it super easy and it saves on space. If you guys, again, I know, welcome to the stream if you haven't been here. At the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that my friend Stig's World was in the stream last time, and he asked if I could post a video of my setup. And I posted it on youtube.com/thegurumeditation, which is my YouTube channel that I do with my buddy Anthony. If you go on there, our newest video is a behind-the-scenes look at the stream. Not that like my setup is anything special, because it's not. But he wants to see how I did it, so I showed him how I did it. And yeah, so far people have gotten a kick out of it. Bovine Divine. Oh, you just went through my stream setup video on YouTube, and it said it was sweet. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Bovine. Speaking of Stig's World, I think he might be checking in with us. There he is. Speaking of devil. Oh, El Diablo in the house. What's up, Stig's World? Dude, thank you so much for the suggestion to do that, because a lot of people are super psyched about that video. Thanks, Stig's World. It's a pleasure. You had to clean your disc rot discs. For sure. Mr. Linus, oh, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the streaming setup video. Sweet. Awesome. Well, I guess it worked. I was wondering. I was like, I wonder, because obviously we have a lot more followers on YouTube than I do over here. So I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to get any new Twitch followers from this video. And maybe I did. Maybe Mr. Linus will follow. We'll see. Because I felt like, usually I get an email if someone follows in the off time. And I was like, I don't think anyone did. Because Twitch is all about live. People don't usually follow if you're not live, you know? That was crazy, right, Stiggs? Like, I was just talking about you, and then boom, I manifested you. I channeled you in my brain, Stiggs. It's awesome to have you. Welcome. Bad idea storing your disc in a garage with a plastic tub. Ooh, wasn't airtight. Yeah. Oh man, floppy storage is important. Okay. All right. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna just. I feel really bad doing this, but I want to move it along a little bit. I'm gonna look. I want to at least get out of this bar. So I'm going to see. I got my little cheat here. So I'm gonna look at it. I apologize. I don't like to cheat, but I want to move this stream along a little bit. So let's see. Hey, if you want, this is a good guide. If you're interested in the Larry walkthrough, it's called thecomputershow.com. I just Googled it and I landed on this site called thecomputershow.com, and they have a really good guide. So let's see. All right, go to sync, look sync, get ring. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need to do here is get the ring. Cool. Just call a taxi. Yeah, we're getting there. Knox, I gotta be careful with your suggestions. Last time we died. But speaking of that, now might be a good time to save. And I haven't saved a game yet using WHC load. Let's see how this works. File. Let's save it. On which volume or in which directory do you wish to save the game? For example, oh, dude, I don't know I don't have those by heart. Let's try DH2. I'm gonna put it in the root directory because I don't have a directory made for my save game, so I'm just gonna put it there. All right, I guess it doesn't. I guess it's just DH2, or maybe wants to know the volume name. Come on. What is it called? Work? Oh, come on now. Uh-oh. Okay. That's so bizarre. I can't see my drives. It's in a virtual workbench setup. I don't know if I can actually save the game. Interesting. HD2. I think it's DH2. Oh, what's an HD2? Did I type HD2? No. It should be DH2. I think it's I think technically it's ADH2. This is the worst finder. That's like DH is for hard drive. DF is for drive floppy, drive hard. DF0, drive floppy 0. No. All right, you know what? Screw it. We're not gonna save. WHD load for the fail. Whip out a big blue disc. Yeah, you know, I do have floppies there, but you know what? I would have to like prep a floppy because I don't want to like format one. I'd have to like format one and prep it. I do have my floppy drive works in this machine, so that's what I'll do next time. Yeah, we're just gonna live on the edge here. Do you give? Oh, Airger, your systems sometimes are HDN and DHN. Yeah, mine is ADH0, ADH1. So I think now we go give the password. I'm pretty sure. I'll consult the cheat, which I hate doing. I hate cheating. Stigs, do you need to give the save a name after you specify the drive? I can try it. It's because it just said what volume. It didn't say save game. On which volume or in which directory do you wish to save this game? For example, save or /save. All right, let's try DH2 save 1. See, it doesn't recognize DH2 because I think it's WHD load that's messing it up. ArtState, you installed OS 3.9 recently via Amibian. You had no issues, like others have reported. Sweet. I'm using OS 3.9 with my Amiga Kit X, which is pretty sweet. Amiga Love, this is an adventure game after all. Bada boom, living on the edge, exactly. Jal74 says execute a new shell, then assign the list. Oh, you know, I probably could do that. Bovine Divine, does anyone here use the GoTex? It's a GoTech drive for their Amigas. Are you all fancy people on 600, 1200s with your fancy HDDs? No, Bovine Divine, I stream from my 500 a lot, and I have a GoTech drive connected to it. I was almost going to use it for this, but I didn't. I was getting lazy and didn't want to swap disks because I only have one GoTech drive connected to my 500. So it's a DF0. So I need to swap disks a lot. It's probably not so bad with Leisure Suit Larry, but with games, the Cinemaware games I was playing, they're non-linear, and it's just a nightmare. I'm always like, swap in, freaking swap in. I know you're just pressing a button, but still, believe it or not, it's a pain in the neck. If you install the Picasso 96 driver, you can run the RTG graphics, so 32 color graphics on Workbench. Oh, sweet. Nice one. Awesome. I'm glad it inspired you. All right, so let's. That's awesome, ArtState. I was thinking about making a video about AmiKit X. I think I might do a quick video about the new Amiga Forever. Alright, so boom, look sync, get ring, go to open door, go through south door, then go to east door, knock door. I feel lame with the cheats, but you rap loudly on the Naugahyde door. You wonder how many Nugas had to give their all just to decorate this sleaze hole. What's the password? Ken sent me. Come on in. And here this is, I'm sure this is where the TV remote comes into play. Okay, yeah, so he's blocking the stairs because we need to get upstairs. So we need to do something with the remote. I bet. Let's see. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Use remote. Okay, so we're gonna use the remote and change the channel until the bouncer. See, I would have never done that. I would have tried to give the remote control to the bouncer. Bovine Divine, am I using the USB or SD card version? You seem to get crashes of the games all the time on the USB one. I'm using the USB, and I've been it crashed on me during one time on stream. But it's been pretty reliable. I have both versions of the firmware. I have the HXC and the Cortex. HXC is a little bit better, but I'm actually using the Cortex right now. But I've used them both, and they're both good. If I have time, later I can show you if you want. Oh, and you set it up via UAE for ARM on the Raspberry Pi 3 with Amibian. Sweet, dude. Stiggs, you've never played any Leisure Suit Larry game where you're in for a treat. You click the remote control. You click the power switch on the remote control. Change channel. Now I know we need to squirt our breath again. Oh John, oh Marsha, oh John, oh Marsha. That's brilliant. I don't want to change the channel. Another boring soap opera. The pimp seems vaguely interested, but not enough to leave his post by the stairs. Alright, so we have to change it again. You click the channel selector on the remote control. I'm Al Fartless, and this is my partner, Fred Ames. We just want to tell you how much we appreciate your support. That's a commercial. Let's hit the F3. Another boring commercial. Probably one of mine. Yeah, boom. I forgot who suggested F3, but that works great. And now, Aloha Productions is proud to present Revenge of the Software Developers in full color and stereo sound. Another boring musical comedy. Yeah, Nox. There you go, Nox. This is where F3 can come in handy. You're right. I remembered F3. I'm sorry I forgot it was you that said it, but thank you, Nox. Artstate says the Amiga is the best thing ever. It's a life changer and sticks with you for a lifetime. It's so true. It sounds crazy, but it is so true. And you know, it's not just there's something about the machine that's magical, but there's also something about the type of people that this machine attracts. Because a big part of why I love Amiga so much is because I made like some of my best friends in the world through this machine. I used to go to a user group back in the day. We still have our user group, which is amazing. We started our user group in 1987, and we've met on the first Thursday of every month. Not every month, but a lot of months, all the way up. We've only missed a few up until yesterday. Yesterday was our last meeting. And it's really, like, the machine's magical, but the people associated with the machine are even more magical. And it's just, like, the people who created it are amazing people. The people who use it are amazing and awesome people. And, I mean, look, I had an amazing time last night with a bunch of friends who I've been friends with since 1987. Using it tonight on a Friday night, streaming it, like, literally around the world, hanging out with new friends, like, from other countries on the other side of the globe. It's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. It's mind-boggling. Well said, Art State. You love it like a backstreet hooker loves crack. It's addicting. It sure is. I know we need to like freshen our breath as well. While Jim is fighting for his life with the raging female rhinoceros in heat, I'll slip into my tent with a native girl and this picture of Mai Tais. Ooh, that sounds good. The humor is awesome in this game. Another boring documentary. That sounds super exciting. Come on now. You tell me it's not interesting? What does this pimp want to watch? Sesame Street? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood? That'd be hilarious. Anything but that. Ay, ay, ay. Thank God for F3, Knox. Live from Malaga, California. It's the Cable Sports Network presentation of the miniature female mud wrestlers 500-kilometer cross-country nude bicycle race. If he's not interested in that. Another boring cable sports show. Ay, ay, ay. And next, Masterpiece Theater presents a special 3D broadcast of Noga-Hide Goddesses of Oakhurst. Another boring educational... Oh my god. And we're doing it right. The cheat says just to keep changing the channel until the pimp is interested. All the way to Ireland, baby. You know it, Stig's World. Oh, come on. This... See, I wonder if like what went through my head when I was 12 years old and I did this. I think I knew kind of what was up, but I don't remember. Oh baby, yeah, I love it when you do that. Oh, that hurts so good. Pull it out a little deeper. Why would you pull it out deeper? It doesn't make sense, but yeah, there he goes. I knew the pimp would like that. It appears you've finally reached the pimp's cultural level. Alright, but we need to use breath spray. I'm worried about running out of breath spray. Alright, let's see. So, okay, so we're kind of paused. So, go upstairs, go to the table, get candy. Stars Whip 78, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Playing a little Leisure Suit Larry. He's 30 years old this week. I think in game age he's probably in his 40s, but in real world he's 30. 30 and dirty. You know what I'm saying? But in the game he's 40 and naughty. It's hot in Germany tonight, but not too hot for some retro games. Love it, Stars Whip. Oh, it's hot in here too. You can probably hear my fan blowing away. It's hot in New York as well. It's more difficult to climb the stairs than it looks. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It says, alright, so it says, go upstairs, go to the table, get candy. I don't know if... Oh, there's candy on the table. I see it's a box of candy. Get candy, go to window, open window, climb through window, walk to ladder. That doesn't... Wait a minute. That is ignoring this. We need to address this. I'll get the candy, alright. But we need to address this. You haven't seen the very old diary games. Yeah, this is 1987. July 5th, 1987 it came out. You can use the diagonal button for the stairs. Oh, yeah, I don't have one. Oh, maybe on the number pad I could use it. Yeah. Want some candy, Laurel? Yeah, we've got to look at her. We cannot ignore this. Oh, yeah. She certainly seems to enjoy that gum. Now I remember, you do need to use protection in this game, otherwise you die. Now I don't know if you could ever get it on with her. I don't remember. So you're just gonna stand there or what? I mean, yeah, holy, that's borderline not safe for work. Oh, sorry, Amiga Love. Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry is borderline not safe for work. Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot about that, to be honest with you. It looks like the hooker has so politically correct, right? Has a box of candy on her table. All right, take candy. Look. Close. The clothesline is barely strong enough to hold its present load. Poor girl, you'd think at these prices she could afford a laundromat. Sorry, Amiga Love. I hope I didn't just get you fired. That would be terrible. I mean, she had a bathing suit on, right? Should I just go for it? I'm gonna die if I can't save, so I'm gonna die if I go for it. She looks cold. She looked cold, yeah. It might be an old game, but they still had enough details. They still had some details. You know what I'm saying? You won't die immediately. I don't know. What do you guys think? Now we're supposed to like hop out the window, right? So we're supposed to go upstairs, go get candy, go to the window, open window, climb through window, walk to the ladder, get the hammer that's outside, get out, call a cab, enter casino. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I mean, you know what I want to do. I don't care about the stupid save game. Art State. I mean, Amiga Love, turn the monitor. Turn the monitor. You're not close enough. We have to do it. I mean, come on. Amiga Love, turn that monitor, baby. Turn it around. Put your coat over it. Thinks you're gonna a little NSFW here. Once we have the opportunity, we have to take it. What would you rather do? Like go to the casino now and gamble, or this? I mean, come on. You need to be within 6 inches, apparently. That's classic. Amiga Love. Amiga Love scores another one. Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, right. There is like a black bar. I do remember that, Knox. Here we go. No black bar yet. Wait. I'm in limbo here. Come on, Larry. Get in bed. There we had to do it. Nice. He's got a little bit of lasting power here. Not bad. Although successful, you feel less than satisfied. Technically speaking, you're no longer a virgin, but for some reason, the thrill just wasn't there. You vow to continue your quest until you please your heart, not just your other organs. Alright, let's see what's going on. She's smoking a cigarette. She seems more interested in that cigarette than she was in you. I wonder how long it is before the virus kicks in. Sorry, I gotta go to the cheat again. I know we have to get. I'm sure the hammer is in the garbage can. It doesn't really matter now because we're gonna die anyway. I'm guessing the hammer's there. Whoa. I was gonna use the ladder, but I guess we didn't have to. Look, dumpster. Yuck. Amidst assorted odoriferous refuse from Lefty's clientele, excuse me, you discover Lefty's old left-handed hammer. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering when the virus kicks in. It was so worth it. Come on, that was so worth it. Had to do it. I mean, it's not like we're gonna beat the whole game tonight anyway. It appears that the hooker gave you a little more than you bargained for. Yes, and my crotch is now glowing. While life may be possible, it is no longer worth living. Oh man, boom, dead in front of Lefties. That's a sad image right there. I wish I could screenshot that. The Sierra Adventure team races to your rescue, dumping your worthless leisure suit clad Hulk into their giant bit bucket for the recycling into the future games. Their underground workshop is humming with activity. This is where adventurers are made, not born. Look at all the heads. I love it. Oh, look, there's the King's Quest dude. That's awesome. Commander Cavan quickly assembles a replacement Larry, while subordinates and repair players damage in other Sierra Adventure games. They're fixing up King's Quest there. Oh, we're getting a new head. Larry's back in business. He's got a new head. Both of them. Hoist them up. With your new body and ego, you are returned to the fight again. The battles of lost wages. Now you know what we have to go through every time you press that restart key. Eagle Beakster, I was just wondering, have you ever heard of Stair Quest? No, I haven't. Yeah, King Graham, Nox. Nox knows what's up, dude. Nox Moo knows what's up. Stair Quest, I've done like Space Quest, I never did Stair Quest. Was one of those characters from Stair Quest? King Graham, good one. I should have known that. Oh yeah, score 0 out of 222. You want to keep going? You know what? I'll go through it again. What the heck? That had to get done. You know what I'm saying? That had to get done. When the fruit is like right in front of you, you just gotta take it. Save game or no save game. Oh yeah, we'll do another round. What are you guys into? Because unfortunately I can't stream too long tonight. Would you guys like just want to play this the whole time? Do you want to check out the remastered Larry? Or we could just do some Amiga arcade games. You know what I really wanted to play? I saw my buddy Johnny streaming Aladdin. I'd never played Aladdin before, which would be extremely ironic going from Leisure Suit Larry to Aladdin. I might do that on another stream, but the Aladdin AGA game looks super sweet. But I think maybe tonight we'll just stick to a Larry theme, you know what I'm saying? I say we just stick with this, or I'll show you guys the new update, the reboot. Oh, you'll send me a link tomorrow on Twitter. It's not an official Sierra game, but still fun. Awesome. Thanks, Eagle. That's awesome. You idiot. That's oh, there's this guy. Oh, yeah. Amiga. Okay, Art State, that's funny. That's an amazing picture, Amiga Love. It really is. I never had hair like that. I think I didn't have hair when this game came out. Wait, we did get the whiskey, right? Yeah, we got it. Oh yeah, look at that. The diagonal key works on a number pad. Good call. I could use the mouse as well. Let's see if we can at least get to the gambling, you know what I'm saying? Sword of Sodan. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to play Sword of Sodan tonight. I don't have it ready. Damn, Sword of Sodan, that would be so good. Maybe. I'm sorry, you know, Jala74. I remember talking to you about that, and I've been wanting to play Sodan. I'm not sure if I can swing that one. I could do it on an emulator if we boot up the PC. Cause I don't have Sodan on this Amiga. I might have it on my 500. I'm not sure. We tried it last time on the 500 and it wasn't working for some reason. So I want to use a different ADF. So we're out of luck unless we'd use the emulator tonight. Johnny, what's up, dude? Great to have you, dude. I loved Aladdin. That was awesome. I liked it so much. I downloaded it and I was thinking about playing it tonight. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can go from like Leisure Suit Larry to Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, if you guys want to fire up some Sword of Sodan, I am down. I just can't use the real Amiga for it tonight. Oh, I could. I mean, I could like try and like download. It'd be boring for the stream for me to go through all that. I don't think we have to read the walls, right? Anymore. I'm not gonna read the walls because I know what the password is. Okay. I don't think we have to sit on the toilet. It's funny, like once you know it, you can kind of like whip through it quick and you don't read everything. Stars Whip says, great game, but heck, we needed a lot of patience way back then. No wonder my friends and me only played two-player arcade games on home computers. Yeah, totally. It's funny, like you remember things to be a lot different. Sometimes when you needed patience and imagination, you know, because especially when some of the graphics weren't up to par. Like I played the original King's Quest on an IBM XT with like CJ graphics, and it might have been EGA. I might have had an EGA version. I don't remember. And like I thought it was like state of the art, but when you look at it, it's ridiculous. But like when I was playing it as a kid, my imagination just took over, and I thought it was like the most incredible thing in the world. It still took me to a different place, you know. Ken sent me. Oh yeah, cool. So we didn't have to keep reading the walls. Love it. But we have to go through this again. Emerald Mine's a ton of fun for some quick gaming, but it's hard to say no to Larry. Yeah, exactly. No worries, Amiga Love. I won't. I'll ease up on I'll ease up on that. I hope you have headphones on. Although I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. Yeah, we do remember these games as completely different because if we used our imaginations, you know. And plus, like, it's funny. It's what I noticed is sometimes when the graphics today are so good and so advanced, but we've gotten so used to them, we just remember the Amiga being so good and so advanced that we just kind of assume that the Amiga's like, it's almost as good as this. Like, oh yeah, these graphics are like almost as good as, like, you know, Dishonored 2 or something like that. And then you look at it and you're like, wow, like a lot's changed. The swoosh photos is legendary. Oh, you can also, Nox, you can also increase walking speed with the plus and minus keys. Cool. Reminds me of playing these adventure game books. Your imagination is the best graphics hardware. It's true. That's why, you know, I think that's why, obviously, just regular old books are so popular, because you create the world yourself, and you create the world the way you want to see it. So all of a sudden, when you watch the movie version, and it's the way someone else saw the world, you're a little bit disappointed. I think there's also, it's classic. I think there's also up here, you can go to speed, normal, slow, fast, fastest. I'll go to fast. Fast speed. Was it use remote or change channel? I don't remember. Okay. I'm not gonna read all this again. It's hilarious though. That's the other cool thing about this game is, like, it's well written and it's funny. So you want to take the time to read all this stuff on your, at least on your first playthrough, you know. It's really funny, really well written. The miniature female mud wrestlers. You couldn't get away with some of this stuff today. Could not do it. Could not do it. There'd be a committee, and it would get so watered down and politically correct, I'm sure. There we go. Yeah, they're talking about Amiga Love posted a photo of himself from many years ago on his Twitter account. Go check him out. Go subscribe to Art State Digital and Amiga Love on Twitter. They're awesome dudes and post tons of cool Amiga stuff if you're on Twitter. And you can check out young Amiga Love. It's classic. Be careful when you're walking around outside. Pretty sure you can be run over by a car. I'm sure. Look at that. Diagonal key works great. All right, Amiga Love. We already looked at the girl. I don't want to get you fired. Now, this is interesting. I wonder if you can just take candy without looking at it. Boom. Okay, cool. Open window. With a climb window. Boom, done. Go over here. Hey, we're like right back here, and that was quick. Got hammer. That was weird. I'll get up. Now we call a taxi. Oh, nice. You know what, I'm gonna pause for 1 second. Pause game. Stars Whip, you just checked out Amiga Loves Twitter. What a swoosh. Exactly. You remember something bad can happen in that alley? Yeah, I think you can either get like beat up or the dog comes and pees on you. You could surf off that thing and get big air. Amiga Love, are you from California? Sorry, I feel horrible like going to the cheats. I feel terrible. I'm not gonna lie though, I did use some cheats back in the day, but it was much harder to get them, so I didn't use them as much. The one game that really I couldn't live without the cheats was Dragon's Lair. Alright, enter a cab. Call cab, enter cab, convenience store. Enter cab, okay, continue. Johnny, if you're here, I just also want to tell you your interview with the Retronator was freaking awesome. Top-notch work, my friend. Ah. He warned me. Knox warned me, and look at that. I'm flat as a pancake. Alright, we'll see. Let's see how fast we can get back here again. Ah, you were born in Cali, but that picture was taken in Texas. Nice. Oh, Art State, you're heading out? Oh, right on. Art State, you're taking your son and his pal to watch the new Cars movie. Awesome, Art State. Well, have a great time, man. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by, Art State. It's always a pleasure. Always great hanging out with you on the Twitter and the Twitch. Dobranoc. Enjoy the movie. And Junkuya Barzo for watching the stream. Enjoy Cars. I heard it's awesome. Later, Art State. Yeah, Amington, it was an awesome interview. Really, John, I was, you know what, Johnny, I wasn't listening to it with good headphones. I was just listening to it on this tablet right here, and it sounded fine to me. All right, restart. We'll play one more time. What time is it? 7:35. Damn, I don't want to like stop. So we'll try and at least get to the convenience store because I want to see a new location, and then we'll reassess. I can either play more Larry if you want, or we can take a look at the new Larry. But I gotta wrap things up by 8 because it's dinner time. Billy's got to eat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out tonight. I have so much fun doing these streams with you guys and hanging out with good Amiga peeps, good retro peeps. I can't save game because of the WHD load. I'm sure there's a way I could do it like with a real floppy, but I'll save that battle for another day. Ah, Dobrizania. 11:35 on Saturday in New Zealand. Nice. Dobrizania, Art State. I gotta practice my Polish for Ami Party. Air Jury, it's 2:35 a.m. where you are. I think, are you in Poland as well, Air Jury? Sorry if you're not. Sometimes I just lose track of where everyone is from. I apologize. I know there's lots of Polish folks, lots of German folks, lots of folks from the UK. One from Amiga Paradise in the Canary Islands. I know where you're from, Johnny. Norway's represented a lot here as well. I'm psyched, at least on a Friday night. I get some of my American homies in the house, some of my fellow countrymen. Air is from Finland. All right. Oh, I should remember that because I don't think anyone else has checked in from Finland. Amiga Love is saying, love how we can watch you on your 21st century rig to enjoy these classic games. It's just perfect. Can't wait to get up from work and fire up Starflight tonight on the old 2000 off a copy of my original disc. Have a good weekend, Bill, and everyone. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Amiga Love. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's so exciting, man. I really appreciate those kind words, man. That means a lot to me. It's funny, like I was saying, the streaming is super fun, but it does take like a bit of work to do it. And when you say nice things like that, it really means a lot. Cool music disc by Dual Crew and Complex and By Trappers. Sweet. Awesome art state. I want to check that out for sure. Awesome. Stars Whip. Got me a new 21-inch CRT today. An old relative bought it and stored it for 20-something years in a garage. Pretty much mint. I did not remember CRTs had so great colors. She wanted to throw it away. I took it for retro consoles. Do you guys still game on CRTs? That's a really good question, Stars Whip. And it's very appropriate as well because my favorite monitor of all time is my 1084S. And that's usually the way I use my Amiga. So yes, I do love it. But unfortunately, my 1084S, I have a few of them, but my main one died. It died at the party I had last month. And believe it or not, there's still like a local TV repair shop where I live. And I brought it to them. And I knew I have some friends who probably could have done it, but I just wanted to get it done quick. And the fact that there's like a local TV repair shop, I want to support them because I think it's so cool that there's still a local TV repair shop. And they were able to fix my 1084S CRT monitor, so I'm like super psyched about it. Because like the Amiga is like really designed for CRT, and just like seeing it on LCD, it's almost like you're like halfway to emulation. But it'd just be maybe one day I'll do it, but it would be weird to like I would have to still use the RGB out to send you guys a feed, and then I would have to look at the composite out on the CRT monitor, which it's kind of stinks. This is the most compact way for me to do it. But I could send you guys an RGB feed, and I could look at a CRT monitor. Now you're giving me ideas. Now you're giving me ideas. You are particularly amused by how you end up getting flattened by the car. That was hilarious, right? Amytons, what are you doing calling if there are no girls there? Put a Project X or Slam Tilt. Yeah. Johnny, I don't want to get Amiga Love in trouble, man. He's at work. I almost got him fired already. Stig's World has about 8 CRTs of different sizes and ages. I still have my Amiga 2002 monitor. Oh, so anyway, what was wrong with my 1084? The power supply went bad. There were some capacitors in the power supply that went kaput. And it also needed a new yoke. And they had to order a new yoke from China. It was like really hard to get, believe it or not. But they were able to track one down. And I also have, I've got like a whole collection of Commodore, 1942 monitors, 1941, oh my god, I can't remember, the Panasonic ones, the ones that are made by Panasonic, the Commodore 64 monitors. I've just got a whole 1702, I think it is. Yeah, 1702. Sorry, my brain's getting tired. I didn't eat dinner yet. Stars Whip, yeah, you can't find anyone who knows how to repair CRTs. I have some friends who know how to do it, but it was just cool bringing it to like a professional place. No, she won't. Stig's World says LCD and LED screens are great, but CRTs rule for old systems. I agree. I get it really. Like, as soon as you sit like at an Amiga or at a Commodore 64, or whatever system that you're using, like with CRT, it just like brings the experience right back to you, because the monitor is how you communicate. It's like one of the main ways you communicate with the computer, and the CRT makes a really, really big difference. And it's really sad that they are disappearing. Oh, Knox says we can bypass the whole pimp hooker area for now. Oh, I could do that. You know what? Once I'm in here, well, let's do it. But that's a good point, Knox. I'm just following the walkthrough. But you're right. You don't have to do it in this order. Knox knows the game well. Much better than I do. The interesting thing, Knox, is the walkthrough is actually not that long. So, like, you know, once you figure out the game, it looks like you can get through it pretty quick, provided you don't get run over by a taxi cab. Stars Web, if it's only caps, you can even try yourself. The rest is not so easy. Yeah, that was the thing. It wasn't just the capacitors. It was the yoke, and they had to like do a special order from China. I have a lot of friends who are really good with the soldering iron that could definitely help me with the caps, but they just replaced the entire power supply and gave me a new yoke. Airjur, you missed your A4000 with 1942 monitor too. Had to sell those back in the late 90s. Yeah, it's hard. It's really sad. Like, if I see like a cool CRT out in the trash, I'll go pick it up, you know? Amiton TV is now testing the Beta Gold 3 of Vampire on his A500 through HDMI with scan lines. Sound and image are awesome. Oh, I bet. That's a great way to get an image out of a 500, man. If I had a Vampire, I would be doing the same, Johnny. That's awesome, dude. Can't wait to see it. The Candy and Hammer for a bit later. Gotcha. AGA and an Amiga 500. That's crazy, Amiton. I know. I've I heard the Amiga Ireland guys talking about that. AGA and a 500 is nuts. Right. So the walkthrough is designed to do the fewest amount of trips in a taxi, which keeps eating your money, and then you have to gamble it back. And $0 equals deaths. Gotcha. Starslip, you know, it's so funny. Yeah, I agree, Starslip. On like I never use like the scanline emulation because I think it just looks terrible. It looks nothing like a CRT. I just keep it all natural, because you don't. It's true. You really just see more of the pixels than the scan lines. The scan lines are going by too fast. Although the flicker's something they need to like introduce to the emulator, right? Because when you look at when you look at a CRT, an Amiga CRT in high res, you definitely get flicker. The only thing that kind of works is GPU shaders that emulate old CRTs. I haven't played much with those. I have seen some like good emulations, and I've seen some good work done in Photoshop on it. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look closely at like the background here, the Workbench screen that's behind me, that is actually a still from a video image that I shot of my CRT monitor, and you can like literally see the pixels on it because I threw on my macro lens because I really wanted to be able to see the pixels. So that is it's actually that image behind me is a cheat. The where it says Workbench, the top taskbar there, that is like a full shot of the CRT monitor. It's a wide shot, so it takes up the entire 4:3 or 3:2 image on my camera. But then the all the little pixels that you see are actually I shot the Workbench screen with my macro lens, so you can really see those pixels. So if you look behind me on the stream, you can see the pixels. It was an artistic statement that I made here. Yeah, the flicker is kind of nostalgic, right? Johnny says the Vampire Beta Gold 3 right now is a mix of low-res AGA by HDMI and some kind of scan lines, and it looks great. Oh, wow. I would love to see that, Johnny. All right, now we're going to call a taxi, get in taxi, and not get run over by the taxi. Thanks, Stars Whip. I'm glad you like it. I was just trying to think of like a cool background for the stream. That's just kind of what I came up with in like 5 minutes. I'll probably get tired of it eventually, but for now, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Vowing to hold your breath forever, you enter this miserable excuse for public transportation. Now I know we have to go to a convenience store, right? We say, oh, we go to the casino because we need some money. The cabbie snarls, "Where to, buddy?" as he swings the meter flag down casino. You got it, Mac. Johnny, tomorrow you'll make an episode with the Beta Gold 3 First Contact on Amiton TV. I'll be there, Johnny. Go check out Johnny on Amiton TV over on YouTube. He does a stream every Saturday night. And he does awesome stuff, man. Johnny is a stream machine. That'll be $5. Do I have to type pay? Exit cab. Alright, and here we are at the casino. Nice one. I'm psyched to see a new area. I'm surprised there hasn't been much music. These graphics are awesome. I love it. Knox says you could also ask the taxi for places to go. There's a bar, casino, store, disco, and chapel. All right. The bar is Lefties, where we were. Casino is where we are now. We're going to try and gamble some money. The convenience store, the disco, and the chapel. I remember like dancing in the disco. That was fun. I don't remember the chapel. I think the chapel's like the end game when you finally get married, right? You marry that girl Eve. Knox knows what's up. Of course, Amiton. Stars Whip says, try to use RetroArch. It's got cores for all major emulators, and you can load a CRT shader in, which can be added on all the emulators. Sweet. Is RetroArch on PC? Oh, the chapel's mid-game. Gotcha. Stars Whip, if you don't... I can probably find that link, but if you have a chance, if you could just throw that in a whisper to me, because it's hard for me to find those links. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We are at the casino. We have to go get the ashtray. We We have to get a card out of the ashtray. Oh, interesting. Get a card out. Sorry, I'm cheating. I feel so lame cheating. I feel lame cheating, but I only have so much time this evening. There's the ashtray. Let's take a look. Look, ashtray. There's some kind of card. Get card. Got it. The pass card reads Lost Wages Disco. Admit one member and guest. Ah. Every Monday night is ladies' night. Nice. Okay, so that's a pass to the disco. Got it. How much money do I have? If I look wallet, can I do this? Can I go to see object, wallet? Some wrinkled business cards, lots of notes, and $83 in cash. All right, got it. Pause. How do you? Is there a pause? There's no shortcut. Oh, nice. It's PC, Linux, Android, and Pi. That's awesome. I've Stars Whip. I use RetroPie. I haven't tried that one. The Retro Arch. I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I haven't tried it. So now we're gonna go gamble. I remember there being like more music in this. I assume we sit down here at the table with the empty table with the woman. And the cheat says to bet $20 and to save the game. It says to save the game before every time you win and to restart it every time you lose, which we're not gonna be able to do. Oh, speaking of that, hey, Knox, just so we can see different parts of the game, does it make sense just to get back in the taxi and check out the other locations? Because if we lose, we can't save games, right? So if we lose, then, yo, Adolf Fiddler, Adolf Fiddler. That's awesome. It's not that the name that your handle sounds like is funny, but it's funny. That's creative. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the follow, and yeah, welcome to the stream. I stream a variety of things, but it's always like retro oriented. But obviously, like 85% of the time, I stream Amiga, and I try and stream from the real machine as much as possible. We've got an awesome group of folks here who hang out in the chat, and we have a great time. I have a great time every time we stream. It's awesome. I learn a lot. I love hanging out with you guys. Yeah, so I stream mostly Amiga, but sometimes I'll stream some other stuff as well, even though Amiga is my main jam. I wonder if the Cabaret look phone. Okay, so the chapel's next door to the casino. You can't really do anything there yet. And the store is next to the disco. Well, it says Cabaret, so let's go check it out. Oh, yeah. This is a good seat right here. You can't. The card on the table says reserved. Gotta look at the girls at least. Wouldn't you think they get tired of just going left and right? It's a nice environment. This game's got a lot of good humor. I love it. Oh, you could also ride the elevator. Let's go. Well, let's take a peek. You're inside the glass elevator. Your favorite kind of music is playing. You hum along. There are buttons labeled 1 through 8. Type a word like 1 or 2. Write faster. Oh yeah, because I can also go up here, right, and use the speed. Normal, slow, fast, and fastest. That's cool. Let's press 3. There's 8 of these floors. It's so funny. This looks like the Marriott Marquis. Alright. Let's at least go to the penthouse. Oh, jeez. Oh, the honeymoon suite. Look at that. It's on the 4th floor. That's weird that there was a heart in the 4th floor. You would think it'd be penthouse, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's the penthouse. Let's go talk to this chick. There's a woman on floor 8. You can skip press. Oh, nice. Adol knows what's up too. Adol knows this game. She might listen to you if you can establish eye contact. Oh, hello. And Amiga Love just got fired. Sorry, dude. Brennery, what's up? The game was nice to see you, Brennery. This game was too hard. Talk. Woman. Well, I've got a little cheat sheet here, so that helps a lot. Hiya, baby. I think I loves you. Oh, that's a good pickup line. May I help you in some way? She responds in a pleasant but business-like voice. I'm sure. Let's see. Open gold door. It'll never work. Yeah. All right. Exit. I know there's nothing we can do there. We probably have to give her something. Stars Whip, thanks for the whispers. I appreciate that. Nice, Adol. That works well. I like the shortcuts. I appreciate that. So if you guys are just joining, welcome to the stream. We are playing Leisure Suit Larry. It came out 30 years ago this week. Unfortunately, I'm running a little bit short on time on the stream, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. Not yet, but soon. That's why I want to play some Leisure Suit Larry tonight, because it came out 30 years ago on July 5th. So Larry in human years is now 30 years old. And yeah, it's been fun. Thing is, I'm using a sort of emulation on this. It's not really emulate. Well, it's called WHD load, and it lets me play the game off of a hard drive instead of floppies. Trick is, I am not able to save the games at the moment, so that's why I'm not gambling yet, because if I gamble and I lose, then the game's over. I don't know if I actually used the spray. Try it. There we go. Sit down in the cabaret. I tried. I tried. I guess I have to sit at the table in the back. We'll try it. You can't. It says reserved. There's gotta be one here for me, right? Maybe I'm not far enough in the game yet. Oh, there. At least the comics whoopee cushion doesn't smell. That's classic. Nice one, Adolf. Adol. I'll call you Adol. Creative. I love it. Yeah, we got a point. Nice. We got a point for sitting on the whoopee cushion. Can I walk to the other places? Let's see what happens if we go here. I don't think I can. I think I need to go in the taxi. Oh, there's a chapel. Nice. Found the chapel. Love it. I did take the membership card. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Adol. I have a little cheat sheet here. Who's this dude? It's a flasher. Yes. It's obvious he doesn't have much to hide. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. Oh, run away. Run away. Oh, there's a dude with a barrel. Hello, sir. Would you help out a poor unfortunate by purchasing an apple? Oh, I think you do have to purchase an apple. I think you need a lot of apples for this game. The price is reasonable. It's only $1. I'll buy one from him. What the heck? From what I remember in the cheats, apples are important. Oh, here's the dog. Is he? Yes, and the dog pees on me. That's wonderful. I love it. Let's pause for a moment. Don't go to the left. Yeah, totally. And Nox says, yeah, that we do need apples. So yeah, between Nox and Adol, I'm in good shape here. Let's call a taxi. Again, I'm not really playing the game like I'm supposed to. I know I need to gamble now, but I just want to take a look around the locations and see what's up before I have to call it a night. Yo, taxi! Thanks to everyone for hanging out tonight. It's awesome hanging out with you guys. And I really appreciate everyone coming, spending a few minutes here playing some Leisure Suit Larry with me on a Friday night or Saturday morning, or I think there was a Saturday afternoon in New Zealand. DeCabby snarls, where to, buddy? And he swings to, what? Where are we gonna? Yeah, I have Nox. I have about like $80. I want to go to the club, right? Disco. What are the places I can go to again? I can go to the convenience store. Convenience store. Disco. Wedding chapel, which we've already gone to. So we've got the convenience store and the disco. I say we go to the disco. Ride to the shop. Store is to the left of the disco. Okay. Smell like a used fire hydrant. Oh man, it's funny. The other thing about we were talking about the graphics before and how you remember them being better than they were. $15, and you also the games just seemed so much bigger back then, you know, because nowadays the games are huge, especially some of those open world ones. They're just massive. And when you come back to a game like this that only has like a handful of locations, it's like, wow. The discotheque. Let's go to the store. Nope, 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 run away. Get out of the street. Alright, so the store is to the left of the disco. Sorry, Nox, I did read that before. Adol learned a lot of English playing this game as a kid. His dad came home from work one day and handed me this game that he got from somebody at work. Did your dad know what it was about? Because I got this game when I was 12. And obviously I didn't understand everything. Oh, I remember you can use the phone as well. So I need some kind of deodorant, I guess. Do I have any deodorant? Nope. I just have the breath spray. You gotta learn it some way, right, Adol? The other thing that looks like a door isn't. That's just a joke because the dog peed on you. Yeah, the dog peed on me. Oh, no wonder. That's why it keeps telling me I smell like a fire hydrant, because the dog peed on me, of course. You talked to... So not politically correct. I love it. In the convenience store, the first time. Okay, we're supposed to buy some wine, give wine to the bum, then walk east. I didn't see a bum. Where's the wine? Oh, I missed what he said. Oh well. There's some dirty magazines. We gotta look at the dirty magazines, right? That one looks particularly interesting. Okay. Grab wine. Get wine. The left end of the back wall. Only $1 a gallon. It's a deal. I could read magazine. Oh. Not yet, I guess. After looking around to make certain you're alone, you quietly ask the clerk if he has any available behind the counter. We got lubbers. Obviously, you've hit his area of expertise. What kind of lubber you want? Smooth or libbed? Smooth. Colored or plain? Colored. Lubricate or rough cut? Lubricate. Plaid. Ay, ay, ay. It's classic. Hey everyone, this weirdo just bought a peppermint flavored, plaid, lubricated, colored, smooth lubber. Oh, that's classic. Adol, that was a good suggestion, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's some good fun right there. Ah! Look at all the heads popping out. That's wonderful. What a pervert. That made my night. He hands you the package saying all this together that will be $5 prees. Oh man, so wrong. That is wonderful. How cool is that, man? Like, hey, mister. I hope you enjoy your peppermint flavored, plaid, lubricated, colored, smooth lubber. How awesome is that? Like, you guys gave me cool tips, man. Between Nox and Adol. Adol, I did pay. Thanks for the tip, dude. Yeah. And thanks for the tip. That was really fun. That was awesome. Thank you. Starslip, you're just wondering how all this looks in the remaster. Do you wanna fire up the remaster really quick? I can do that. I'm sorry, sir, says the bouncer, but this is a private club. Alright, we're in. Adol doesn't like the remaster. I haven't played it much, but I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of people hate the remasters. Why am I coming apart? Can I join you? Why am I coming apart? That's hilarious. Nice one. Oh, you're so sweet. I just love dancing. I thought you'd never ask. Come on. Yes, this is a classic scene. I remember this one. I remember this one real well. Let's go, Larry. Come on, Larry. What are you waiting for? Yeah, we're dancing. Haha. Larry just tossed her into the ceiling. She's up in the rafters. He's doing some crazy moves. Nice one. That was fun. Stars Whip. This is a good place for me to wrap it up. Or, you know what? Let me see how long. Let me try. I'll fire up the remaster real quick. All right. We'll just check out the very beginning of the remaster, and then we'll call it a night. Because I appreciate you hanging out, and it's fun hanging out with all you guys. And I think we want to get a taste of the remaster. You know, we've spent the past like 2.5 hours on the original, which is the best way to do it. But you guys have been here, you deserve a taste of the remaster. So let's get a taste, alright? Let's get a taste of the remaster. I just need to grab my new mouse and my PC keyboard. Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna have to move my camera as well. This is gonna be a little bit of an adventure. It's gonna be a little bit of an adventure, but let's freaking do it. You know what I'm saying? We've come this far. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Alright, Amiga 1200, thank you for a wonderful night. We had a good game of Leisure Suit Larry. And it's time to see what they've done with the new version. Alright, good night, Amiga. I'm going to pull this stuff out. Doing the old switcheroo on stream. Alright, this is going to not sound great. Alright, hopefully that wasn't too painful. I could have muted it, but I was a little bit lazy. Amiga down there. PC coming in hot. I'm going to have to lift up this camera real quick. Hope that didn't mess things up too much. Let me grab my mouse. This will be a real quick one, guys, but I want to, like I said, you guys have been here for over 2 hours. I want to at least show you the new stuff, you know what I'm saying? Alright. That goes there. I need to grab my mouse. Gonna grab the mouse. far away. Got the mouse. This will be quick because I gotta go eat dinner. Actually, the wife's got dinner cooking up, so I don't wanna disappoint her. All right, so we got this. Okay, I gotta switch HDMI cables. Stand by. Repatch. All right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this works on the first startup. Looking good so far, guys. You crushed 2 Amigas as a kid, and dumb as I was, sold the third. Ah, Adol, I'm sorry, dude. I think that's also what makes some of the retro stuff special, you know, is that didn't last forever. All right, I gotta go full screen for a second. Time to type in the password, know what I'm saying? All right, we're in PC world now. Yeah, so my desktop looks real ugly right now because I need to rearrange it for 1080p. I'm normally in 4K, so but all my I don't have a preset for 1080. It looks like I gotta tilt this camera up a little bit, but I'm not gonna go crazy about it. Let's see. Let's make sure my audio output is good over here. We're good there. And where is Larry? Put on some headphones, and we'll be playing new Larry. Where are you, Larry? I know you're over here somewhere. I got an icon for you. So there's Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, Leisure Suit Larry Reloaded. Fire him up. Nice. How's the volume? New Larry, same broken toilet. It's got, I mean, it looks really pretty. Let's start a new game. Leisure Suit Larry Reloaded contains some elements of plot which may not be considered appropriate for some children. Again, it's got the age test. That's hilarious. I don't know why, but I'll be honest. GS funny, you look much older. Oh yeah, thanks man, appreciate that. To verify, oh this is cool. At least they keep the age verification there. Oh, they're obviously new questions. Which of these slowly crushes its prey in vice-like tightening coils? Beyonce, your mother, the whole club scene, a boa constrictor. All the above. Ren and Stimpy are some sort of god-awful pub food, a cartoon chihuahua and cat, the 2 cops in a 90s TV show about their forbidden love, another pair of recently fired shock jocks. Obviously a shot at Opie and Anthony there. Stars Whip looking good so far, and the music. I like it too. I have to be honest, I do like the remake. CompuServe, yeah, dude, I still have printouts from CompuServe. CompuServe was the first computer tennis game, an online service, a restaurant chain with robotic waitstaff, a computerized defense program that went rogue and almost bombed the lake. Who gave the speech "I Have a Dream"? Abraham Lincoln, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rip Van Winkle, Honey Boo Boo. I wonder what happens if I if I check that. Now slip into your leisure suit and prepare to enter Leisure Suit Larry.
Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue. You've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of Lost Wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride, you may be low on funds, but you've got the looks, the lines, and the leisure suit. You're in town to find true love. And if you happen to get lucky along the way, that's okay. After all, you're nearly 40.
And still still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies. I'm finding love tonight.
Larry's a legion. Yeah, Larry's a legend, right? So now it's different. You instead of typing the actions, it's all like mouse driven. I dig the artwork, man. I think the artwork's cool. I like it a lot. Let's go
Lefties'
inside.
door is stout and thick, just like you.
The voiceover is interesting. It's a lot different than
Lefties' door is stout and thick.
I want use the hands, open door. There we go. I do like typing in the commands. It's a lot of fun.
You pound on the bar, but Lefty ignores you. Maybe you need to actually engage him in conversation.
So what do I have to do here? Sit. I'll walk to the chair. You have to actually make him sit.
You take a seat on an available bar stool.
The narrator reminds you of the Stanley Parable.
Blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah. No, not then, just now. When I went, oh!
Let's order a drink.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
So this is talk, and that's lick.
Hello?
What'll it be?
We order a beer
Give me a
first.
mug of beer.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You down the beer in your pseudo-macho style and slam the mug back on the bar. Suddenly, you feel a little woozy.
Alright, very similar to the other one. Let's talk to him again. Order a whiskey.
Just think of the money he saved.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
Hello?
What'll it be?
Whiskey.
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
Yeah, baby. I love it when he goes, yeah, baby. I guess I got 100 points.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass.
Stars Whip, you like the idea with the voiceover and Larry's breaking of the fourth wall.
Blah, blah, blah.
I agree.
Just leave her
I dig the
hanging.
game. I like it.
So,
I
what was the setup to that punchline? It's better to...
It's weird going from like the typed commands to the mouse.
You feel a little lightheaded. You're unsure if you'll be able to walk straight. Shaking your head, you finally clear away the cobwebs and are once again able to walk in your standard Studley style.
Adol says, "Yeah, baby," from Larry 7. Wow. Adol, I never made it to Larry 7.
The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall.
Alright, let's talk to him. Nope, we're not gonna lick him, we're gonna talk to him.
Wanting to be humane to the drunk, you clap him firmly on the shoulder, stroke his head, pat his hand, and get up close to him.
So tell me, how are you doing?
Ah, thanks for asking, buddy. I'd be just great if only my impetigo would clear up.
I think if we go, where's our inventory? So we got the whiskey. Put it in the hands.
hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world.
What do you give us?
Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean,
Coaster?
What am I, high society?
So it's not the remote control, so the game must be a little bit different. Adol says, every time you found a dildo, it said, yeah, baby, in Larry 7. Where's dildo instead of where's Waldo? That's hilarious. Let's get the rose.
You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Yeah, baby. There's the ring.
Score!
Yeah, baby. But I do want to sit in the toilet. I mean, come on.
You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma?
Alright, we're done here.
You carefully inspect the walls for sliding panels, hidden safes, and unusual pixels. You find nothing.
Oh, if we read the wall?
Lefty's restroom walls are filled with clever reading material, enough to keep you reading for a long, long time.
No password?
Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a misdemeanor.
Oh, man. Alright. Alright, Larry. We're done.
Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user.
We gotta look at Bigum's.
Piles of magazines sit on the floor.
Bigum's, man. Al Bundy style. I love it.
Buried under the usual skin mags are some real collector's items. One of them is juicy Japanese and Jewish.
Oh, God. This game's awesome.
Gee.
Now, interesting. We never got the password.
Hey, dork.
Oh,
You
Adol
got
says
toilet
you have
paper stuck
to
to your shoe.
read them more to get the password. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, we had to read it like 3 times in the old one to get it.
Lefty's restroom walls are filled with clever reading material.
I'm just wondering if
enough
it's
to
the
keep
same
you
in the new
reading
one.
for a long, long
Al Bundy
time.
for the win, right, Knox? Love you
Here's
some Al
one.
Bundy.
Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a misdemeanor. Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she was delicious. Here's one. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. People who can extrapolate from incomplete data. Here's one. Attention, people who say adventure games are dead. Please don't eat the urinal cakes. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here?
I wonder if there's not a password.
Here's one. Down with repression.
It seems like we did them all. So it's like things are a little bit different. Like the bum in the old game gives you the remote control. That's odd.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
Oh, we do need a password. Do we have a password? I remember the password from the other game. I don't even know how to say it.
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some originality.
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some originality.
We'll have to figure this one out. Let's see. Let's just go. But you're out. Don't forget to flush the toilet. Yeah, Nox did that one already. You have a strange sensation of deja vu. So what do you guys think? Are you liking it? Do you like the remake? It's definitely a little bit different. It's not the same game. Let's go somewhere else. Let's call a taxi. Oh, there's Barrel Man.
Apples. Apples.
Oh, so he's selling apples.
For sale. Get your fresh apples here. Only $1.
I don't really care about apples right now because I just want to go
Taxi!
check out one of the other scenes to show you guys some of the other scenes real quick, and then I gotta go eat some dinner. Thanks guys for hanging out tonight.
Hey Mac, where you headed?
I like the remake. Alright, so this is cool. Now it shows you a map. We got a comedy club, casual corner, Caesar's Phallus, Wedding Ready, and look, the casino and the wedding chapel are next to each other. We got a motel. We got a come and go. Studio 69. We got Guano Bell. That's hilarious. And we got Lefties. We probably can't do anything right now. Let's see if we can at least like go into the casino since that's where we were last time.
The damage is $18, buddy. Thanks, kid.
Caesar's Phallus. I love it. Stars Whip, you think you like it? You think you might get it? Yeah, I like it a lot. You remember the Kickstarter, but didn't remember that it got released? Yeah. It's available on Android as well. And probably iPhones, iOS too. Wow. So they've got, it looks like they've got slots instead of the table, the 21 table.
You can't do anything with the elevator from back here. Get some exercise.
I do like there's something like really cool about typing the commands. I miss that.
Now that's a fancy elevator. It looks sleek and brand new.
They have women swimming around back there. That's hilarious. Mermaids.
It's some sort of laminated piece of paper.
Only important things get laminated.
You take the piece of paper.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Club 69. The disco pass knows not who that pass says you are. Nice. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to. Do I still have it? Okay, good. I guess that's what you currently have. Interesting. We got a zipper. Let's go to the elevator.
You step into the elevator and...
Oh my god.
Fancy schmancy. This must be the entrance for the high roller suites. And who's that behind the counter? Does she come here often? Can she date hotel residents? What if they're only pretending to stay here?
You wonder if you get the King Graham room if you die that way again? Yeah, totally. Now you could play slots and blackjack in the original. I saw the blackjack table.
You run your hands over the plush carpet.
Plush. And my hands don't stick to it like they do at the movie theater.
His hands don't stick to it.
You cleverly make eye contact with Faith before talking to her.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. This is great.
Hey, baby. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, so cool. You can you have some bubbles you can choose.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Look at the guns on this cop.
Charmin.
Baby, I'd like to make your day.
Now there's a fresh new approach.
Adol says, I think you can scroll for commands instead of selecting them. Yeah, Stars Whip. Now it's really not safe for work. I think Amiga Love is fired. Turn your monitor, Amiga Love. Let's see. I'll make her feel appreciated preserves. The scroll wheel doesn't seem to be working. I'll give her some sympathy. They love that. Time to leave her wanting more. She might like to know I support the troops.
It must be very boring up here all by yourself.
It is, actually. And it's surprising how tiring it is to stand up here and do nothing all day.
How you must long for male companionship.
What are you, a psychologist? You're very good.
Well, I'm not, board certified. Yeah, that's it. I'm not board certified.
Wow, good save, Larry.
You know, I think the brave men and women who keep our country safe deserve more than we can ever repay.
I guard the penthouses for a couple of filthy rich people who don't even have enemies. It's not quite the same thing.
I know! It's horrible! I mean, it's great! It's very important work. Which is it? I'm not sure what you were getting at.
You're funny, Larry. I just wish this job didn't take so much out of me. It leaves me with so little energy and desire. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We might have a chance with this chick later
as
on.
As a professional, I've seen a lot of that.
I mean, to Johnny, you like it, right? Johnny likey.
So, sweetheart, what's your sign?
Libra. But I'm really on the cusp between Libra and Scorpio. And that's okay because Jupiter is in Sagittarius in my 5th house. So I tend to be less judgmental than you think. Like if my rising sign was Leo or something. Now, the moon is in Gemini in my 2nd house, so I...
Mommy, make it stop.
am not getting along very well with my parents,
Johnny.
who are both
Yeah,
Taurus.
totally, dude.
Am I boring you? You look
Anyone
a
miss
little
those
glazed.
Amiga graphics?
No. I'm just in awe of the depths of your astrological
I'm not missing them
know-how.
right now.
Thank you. You're a wonderful listener.
Thanks. All I really had to do was stand here.
Alright.
Okay, baby. I'll be back later with some reinforcements.
I think I did a print screen. I think I did a screen save. Not sure. Alright, let's get out of here. You know what I don't like is how it just
Jeez,
automatically
it's good to
like
be
whips
back
you
on
down to the
solid
first floor.
ground.
Like you just skip to the floors. At least like in the original, it showed you going up the elevator to every floor. That was cool. Oh, we got a buffet, and I'm sure it says cabaret on next to there. So we gotta go to the cabaret. We gotta see these girls dancing. Can we not go in? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's no dancing girls on this one.
Equity, crowdfunding.
You pick a few fibers off the carpet because, hey, free fibers. It's so hard and rock-like that you could probably name an insurance company after it. She's
Nice music.
gorgeous and she sings like a filthy angel. What more could any man want?
She sings like filthy angels. Classic. Can we go sit in our favorite spot from the original? Oh, that one's good.
Darn it. I'm the only one here to enjoy that.
Yeah, baby, 50 points for sitting on the whoopee cushion.
That's too far away for you while you're sitting here.
Let's go check out the buffet.
You pull the seat out slightly and stand up. The whoopee cushion begins to slowly re-inflate.
He smells his hands. That's sick. I love it.
Welcome to
Oh my
Chef Jeff's American Tavern Bar and Grill with the all-day, all-night buffet.
Dude, there's a
TV
goat's
Chef
head.
Jeff Hillary's First Lost Wages restaurant features many of the signature dishes from his popular program. Kapwing, more onion powder. But oh no, somebody has spilled 12 globs of food that aren't from the buffet. Can you find all the poorly hidden globs of extra food?
Oh god. I'm not even gonna deal with this right now. Let's see. Maybe we'll go to the convenience store just to compare that, and then I'll call it a night. Unfortunately, this is too much fun. There's a cat this time. There's a cat instead of the dog that comes and pees on you.
That building doesn't belong to you.
I want to call the cab silly. I guess I missed the click.
Taxi!
Hey, bud, where we going?
Make love, not in my cab. Oh, we could have went to the wedding chapel. Well, let's go to the come and go. Always low overheating. You pass a road sign. Alright.
That'll be an even 20.
Honk if you love peace and quiet.
Thanks, kid.
Bullet holes. Bullet holes in the window. Oh boy. I wonder what they did with this guy.
Welcome to the come and go. Please keep your hands where I can see them.
It looks like you can gamble here as well. Angry Broads. Oh, we gotta play some Angry Broads. Let's look at the magazines.
Look at the great articles in this issue of Biggins. Here's one about how to break into the windows of apartment buildings. Here's another about how to make your own perfume. This could be a valuable issue. You take the Biggins, the most interesting magazine of the bunch.
Yeah, baby. Let's buy a condom.
You can't buy the counter. There wouldn't be a way to check out.
Let us be discreet about this. I understand you are interested in our birth control devices.
Yes, I'd like one of your finest prophylaxatives.
We have all manner of lovers
great.
for your stooping pleasure. What sort of lover are you preferring?
Let's go sheepskin. Or let's go steel belted radial.
What length would you like?
Vienna sausage, jumbo small, extra small, standard small. That's hilarious. Vienna sausage.
What girth are you requiring?
We'll go African banana.
What texture would you like?
Ribbed.
What faux finish would you like?
Snake skin.
What excess capacity do you require?
Cincinnati fire hose.
What sort of lubrication would you like?
Caffeinated.
What sort of scent would you like?
We'll go we'll go old library.
Certainly, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody! This perv just bought a steel-belted radial, Vienna sausage, African banana girth, ribbed, snakeskin, Cincinnati fire hose capacity, caffeinated, old library-scented lubber.
What a pervert!
It worked. Stars whip, all the heads appeared, was great. Let's see if we can play the Angry Broads. This looks just different enough to avoid a lawsuit. Awarded for getting a good look up close at the Angry Broads arcade cabinet. Look at the bra. Oh my god.
You can't do anything with this machine. It seems to be stuck in permanent demo mode.
Oh man.
You can't do anything with...
That's too cool. Stars Whip, you really like it? I really like it too. I gotta be honest. Like I understand some people, if you prefer the original, I understand, you know, I get it, but man, this is cool. This is super cool. It seems like they really kept with the original theme. It seems like it's a little bit different. Like we don't get the remote control, so maybe that part of the game is a little bit different. But yeah, this is way cool. I'm gonna get into this. This is the most I've ever played it, actually. So I'm totally psyched to play it. But yeah, awesome stuff, guys. It's dinner time. It's dinner time for Bill. I just want to say, you know, thanks to everyone for hanging out tonight. I had a blast. Hope you enjoyed. Leisure Suit Larry, 30 years old this week on July 5th. So happy birthday, Larry. I was excited to bust out some Larry, and thanks to you guys for helping out. I haven't played this game in so long that you guys made it a lot of fun. You know, reading the the cheat guide was not my ideal thing to do, but it was cool to get ideas from you guys, because you guys do it in a much cooler fashion. Bedtime for you, awesome. Knox, thanks for hanging out, dude. Adol, good night to you as well. Thanks for the follow, Adol. It was awesome. Johnny, thank you for stopping by, my friend. You guys are amazing that you're still up, and I know a lot of you guys are in Europe and ahead of my time. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Johnny, I'll see you tomorrow night, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing that new Vampire, Amiga 500 and AGA mode. That's crazy stuff. But, again, guys, thanks for hanging out. I think my next stream, so coming up, I'm probably going to stream here on Twitch again. Ow, there's my foot. On Tuesday, that's my plan. Can't promise. And I'll have a new video up about the Ultimate Amiga 1200 on Monday. I'm probably going to launch it on Monday on the YouTube channel. So over on YouTube, I am youtube.com/TheGuruMeditation. On Twitter, we're at TheGuruMeditate. We're on Facebook, The Guru Meditation Facebook page, all that good stuff. I don't know. You guys already know who I am. But if not, feel free to come follow me on other places on social media so we can keep in touch when I'm not streaming. And Full Throttle, Adolf, Full Throttle Remastered next. Adolf, I did Full Throttle Remastered. But I'm happy to play it again. I've really, really enjoyed Full Throttle Remastered. And that game looks incredible. That game's like it's a 4K game. It looks amazing. Although maybe Larry can be in 4K as well too. I don't know. The way I have things hooked up for the stream, it's just a 1080. But Full Throttle Remastered is incredible. I love Full Throttle Remastered. And then the cool thing about Full Throttle Remastered is it's got a hotkey, so you can like swap from the old graphics to new graphics as you play it. It's really, really neat. So yeah, dude, if you want to play some more Full Throttle Remastered, I might do that. I think sometimes like on a random Saturday night, I'll just throw on like a remake. But I do that sometimes. That'll be fun. Yeah, no, Full Throttle is like one of the first games that kind of pulled me away from Amiga. I had it on my 486, but I don't stream like only Amiga stuff. Like I said, like I have streamed Full Throttle Remake, and I'll always stream like a game that has like a retro theme, but it doesn't necessarily need to be an Amiga game, even though Amiga's my favorite. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. It was great seeing you all, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday and throughout the week. Have a great weekend everyone, and Amiga forever.